Welcome, everyone. I'm Caroline Zamora, the Chief Deputy County Clerk.
And I'm Communications Coordinator, Cynthia Mendoza.
And we're the host of Preserving History and Democracy, a podcast about the fascinating history of Doña Ana County, along with Doña Ana County elections.
And we'll also be highlighting the work of other Doña Ana County departments.
This is the Preserving History and Democracy podcast. All right, Bern. I'm
have
excited.
a follow-up.
I know we
I have an amazing follow-up for our October spooky stories.
Ooh, fun.
We talked about
Real quick before you jump into this.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite
Me
episodes
too.
from
Yeah,
the first
that
season.
was the best.
That was a fun
I
episode.
agree. That was a great episode.
Halloween is my favorite holiday, so just give me a spooky story.
We'll have to find another
Yeah.
spooky story or series of spooky stories for Halloween because that was so much fun.
That was fun.
fun.
Maybe we'll do some ghost hunting.
Ooh, I don't know. I'll watch you guys from afar.
I think Jacob and I and Caroline
I'm down.
will go.
Let's do
Yeah,
it, Bern.
I think that's
October. I mean, I know we'll be
I'm
busy with the general
Yeah.
election, but we can find a couple hours in October to get it done. Yeah.
You guys can call me and let me know how that's going because I don't like getting involved with ghosts.
All right, Bern, tell us about the update.
Okay, well, during the Halloween October period, we had a spooky story about the double eagle in Mesilla. And the chilling tale has attracted so much attention during the years that people even go to the restaurant just to see the chair or just to see. It was the story about the unproven lore of the Maiz family that once lived in the hacienda. The mother, only known as Senora Maiz, is said to have killed both her son and her son's lover, a servant girl named Inez. Now, the story goes that she had caught her son with this lowly servant girl. In a fit of rage, she used her sewing scissors and killed her. But the son stepped in, and he too was stabbed. And both of the young lovers had died, and they're said to haunt the restaurant to this very day, in the Carlotta room in particular.
If you talk to any of the employees there, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's haunted."
It's
Like
a
I was
feeling
there
to
a
get.
couple weeks ago, just
Yeah.
in the bar talking to the bartender. She's like, "Oh yeah, I see things all the time." I was like, "What?"
Scary.
Yeah.
I think even just going to the restaurant, you kind of feel like a weird presence too.
So I've eaten in the banquet room right next to the room.
Right.
And you can eat in that room too. Like they'll set
Yeah.
it up.
Right.
But of course they have, everything on the wall, and supposedly I've sat in the chair, but I never remember my dreams.
No.
But if you sit in the chair, it's supposed to be like you have bad dreams that night.
Yeah.
That was not my experience, but
Right?
Have you ever sat in it?
I
Have
have
you
not
in
sat in the chair.
No?
It was occupied when I went.
oh man.
By Senora Maez?
No. No, supposedly the only ones that sit in the chair are the two young lovers.
Oh, okay.
Apparently there's creases in the chair that
Wow.
have their smaller figures imprinted on the chair.
Creepy.
But anyway, there's no proof to the story. There's
Yeah.
absolutely no proof.
Right.
However, what we did do, Angelica,
Our recording and filing
our
supervisor.
recording and filing supervisor, and Marissa, who works in the vault also very often.
She'd be an awesome guest as well. She has so
She
much
would be,
experience with
yeah.
that vault. So
I'll
have to invite her.
coerce her. Yeah.
What did they find? I'm so
They
intrigued.
found, we tried to go back in time through the passage of the deed. So we went back and back and back, and then it was taken by somebody didn't pay their taxes.
Okay.
So it went back to the city of Las Cruces, which always puts a glitch in the chain of ownership.
The town of Mesilla or City of Los Cruces?
Sorry,
Town
town
of
of
Mesilla,
Mesilla,
okay.
right. And anyway, we started back in the books where the handwriting is. And just by chance, we found a Maiz family had owned the house.
You found it.
We found
So
it.
There's proof. Okay.
There's proof
Maybe
that-
not that the story's true, but
Right.
at least that the Maiz family
Right.
did in fact own
Yes.
it.
And that, one thing that we can say is that a family once by the name of Maiz owned the property, but we can't say if the double murder took place
Right.
or not. But we also can't say that it didn't.
That's very
You
So,
true. We can't. We can't say that
Spooky.
it did or that it didn't. So,
Right.
but
So that was the follow-up.
I'm
yeah.
glad we found that, Bern.
Yeah, that
exciting.
took a lot of work and 3 people spending some time and energy trying to backtrace this deed.
Looking through looking through all the title work and
Yeah.
But this is why the record of title is so important, by the way.
Exactly.
This is why I'm just, I love titles. I love looking at old records. And I know you like that stuff too, Bern, but this is why it's important.
Right.
How cool.
And we're able to find it. That's exciting, Bern. We should take it. We should make a copy and take it to the Double Eagle.
Oh, we
That'd
should.
be awesome. They might frame it or something. That'd be cool.
Class trip.
Yeah.
Class trip to the Double
We can
Eagle.
eat while we're there,
Yeah, we might just have lunch there too.
Yeah. How fun. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you were able to find that, and
Yeah.
we appreciate your work.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's very exciting. So I think we should try to do some more of these updates. This was a fun one.
Yeah.
This was a good one, and do more ghost stories.
Yeah. I love ghost stories. I like seeing them from afar.
I agree, Cynthia. I think I know I'm all down. I was like, let's go do some recordings. Let's go ghost hunting. But I don't know if I ever want to see one.
Yeah.
I think if it does happen one day, I'll be like, oh,
You're a little scared.
Right.
I got more than I asked.
Well, even like we mentioned in the ghost story, like if I'm by myself in the bathroom, which, it's a lot of stalls, and sometimes I feel like somebody else is in there, and I'm like, okay, time to get out.
But we talked about this in that episode.
Yeah.
I've had that same experience
so
where it's like someone walked
crazy.
in, but you didn't hear someone's walking in the bathroom, but you didn't hear the doors open.
You get out
And
there's
there's
nobody
two
there.
doors. It's not like you can be quiet
Yeah.
walking into those restrooms.
Scary. Have you
Tile
ever had that
floors.
experience?
I have not. I've
No?
only been there once.
Okay.
So I think I have to go again to see. And it was once when I first moved here, so I didn't
you're
know the
talking about
story.
Double
Oh, we're
Okay.
talking
Yeah.
about the bathrooms here.
Oh, the bathroom's here.
Yeah, the ones right here by our
Oh.
office. Yeah.
If you're ever in
No,
there
no,
alone,
no.
you don't ever hear like maybe
No.
somebody else in there? Okay.
No.
And then in
Crazy.
here too, how many times do I yell down this hall to you and
Yeah.
Emily?
Like my lights
My
are
light turns on, and it has like it looks like a little party going on my desk. There's like a fun LED strip.
Ghost
And-
likes to party here.
Yes, and then all of a sudden, and it
Oh,
turns on at
wow.
random times, or I'll get in the morning, and it's like a little party in here, and I'm like, oh, the ghost was
It's
here.
not on a timer or anything.
It's not
right?
on a
Like,
timer.
It just turns on.
happens randomly.
I have to
Scary.
admit that when I go to the vault in the morning to get the card out,
Yeah.
I always do a double take when I put the lights on.
Yeah.
I want to see something.
You're
So
like,
I
"Come
do a
on,
little scan
anybody?"
of the area, put the lights on, and just have a look. And so far, nothing.
Maybe you need to invite them.
Maybe I do.
Ask
if they're
them. Say,
scared?
I'd like to
Yeah.
have an experience. Can it's okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I was terrified because on when we did the thing with the sheriffs in December, I was here by myself. I walked from the sheriff's office to here by myself, and I was just walking super fast because I was like, hopefully there's no ghost following me.
Because we have that picture. If you go onto our
it's
Facebook,
right there too.
there's the picture right on the stairs right across from our
Exactly.
office.
So Commissioner Reynolds was like, "Do you want me to help you? Do you want me to like walk with you?" I was like, "Please,
Please
because
walk with me.
can't.
I'm not doing this
scared."
alone. Yeah.
But thankfully,
You're going to have to tell the sheriff, can I have an escort back to my office?
No,
real quick?"
they offered, and I was
A
just like,
living
I think I'm
escort.
okay with one person.
A living escort.
Oh yeah, scary. So you just never know what's going on around here. I mean, there's a lot of documents that might hold some crazy spirits.
You know who we should try inviting now that
Uh-huh.
we're chit-chatting about this? That company that does the ghost tours.
Okay. That'd be
Let's invite
cool.
a couple of them.
Yeah.
And ask them.
I might be down for that. That would be fun.
And we can
That would
invite
be a
them
lot of
and
fun.
talk to them. Maybe we can show them some of the docs from the the old courthouse, which is we talked about this in that episode.
Mm-hmm.
The jail cells is where we would store the voting machines.
Oh wow.
And so we could talk to them. I'm sure Angelica we can get Andy to come in, who is our previous he retired.
Yeah.
He was our previous Bureau of Elections supervisor.
That'd be fun.
So I think that would be fun. Look at
Let's
this.
do
We
it.
got new episodes for
More
October.
ideas coming out. Cool.
Well, I think that wraps up this one.
Yeah.
Bern, thanks for staying around and giving us an update. Appreciate
Absolutely. That was a good update.
It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
it. That was fun.
Thank you for finding that.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So again, this short episode was hosted by myself, Caroline Zamora, the Chief Deputy County Clerk, our Communications Coordinator, Cynthia Mendoza, and thank you to Bernadine Caporal for joining us today. We also want to thank Jacob Slaughter, who's behind the camera today, and our podcast editor and producer extraordinaire. If you have any questions or comments, you can reach out to us at dacclerk@donianacounty.org. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.